Bondi, a suburb world-renowned for its golden sands, rolling surf and vibrant community spirit, has always been a symbol of relaxation and joy for locals and visitors alike. Families gather on the beach, friends meet at cafes, and the weekend markets are a beloved tradition, drawing crowds from all over Sydney. But on a sunny weekend, that sense of safety was shattered by a mass shooting at the bustling weekend markets, a place usually filled with laughter, music, and the aroma of street food. The sudden eruption of violence sent shockwaves through the crowd, turning a day of leisure into one of terror and confusion. The community was left reeling in disbelief. Several lives were tragically lost, and many more were left injured, their lives forever changed in an instant. Witnesses described scenes of chaos and heartbreak, as people scrambled for safety and tried to help those in need. The vibrant suburb, once alive with energy, was plunged into grief and uncertainty. Emergency services responded with remarkable speed and professionalism, working tirelessly through the night to care for victims and secure the area, while the community struggled to comprehend the scale of the tragedy. In a chilling twist that deepened the community's anguish, police confirmed that the suspects behind the attack were a father and his adult son. The revelation stunned residents, adding a disturbing and deeply personal layer to the tragedy, as many wondered what could drive a family to such violence. As detectives worked tirelessly to piece together the events and motives, the suburb was left grappling with questions and fear. The investigation continues, with authorities urging anyone with information to come forward, determined to bring justice and answers to a shaken community. Now, as floral tributes grow and mourners gather in silent solidarity, Bondi faces the grim reality of violence striking at the very heart of its everyday life. The road to healing will be long, but the community's resilience and unity shine through even in the darkest of times. It was a picture-perfect Saturday at the Bondi markets, stalls lined with fresh produce, handmade crafts, and the sound of laughter filling the air. Families strolled between the colorful tents, children tugged at their parents' hands, and friends gathered to enjoy the sunshine and ocean breeze. The market, a beloved weekend tradition, was alive with energy and the promise of a carefree afternoon. But in an instant, that sense of joy was shattered. At around 2:30 p.m., the sharp crack of gunfire rang out, cutting through the chatter and music. What began as a festive gathering turned to terror as panic swept through the crowd. People screamed and scattered in every direction. Parents shielded their children. Market vendors abandoned their stalls, and strangers reached out to help those who stumbled or froze in fear. In those frantic moments, the community's instinct to protect one another shone through the chaos. The once vibrant market was transformed into a scene of confusion and devastation. Stalls were overturned, belongings left behind in the rush to escape, and the air was thick with fear and disbelief. The attackers moved swiftly and with chilling intent, their motives unclear but their violence both random and devastating. No one knew where the next shot would come from, or who might be targeted next. Within minutes, police vehicles and emergency responders flooded the scene. Officers cordoned off the area, urging bystanders to take cover as helicopters circled overhead, searching for the suspects. The market, once open and welcoming, was now locked down and tense. Residents in nearby buildings were told to stay inside, peering anxiously from their windows as the streets emptied and sirens echoed through the neighborhood. The sense of safety that had defined this community was shattered in a matter of hours. As the sun set over Bondi, the community was left reeling, its peace destroyed, replaced by fear, uncertainty, and a lingering question: how could such horror strike so close to home? In a major development in the ongoing investigation, Police Commissioner Karen Webb has officially announced the arrest of Martin and Thomas Blackwood, a father and son duo whose names had not previously surfaced in connection with the case. The announcement came during a tense press conference where Commissioner Webb detailed the coordinated efforts that led to their capture and emphasized the seriousness of the charges they now face. The arrests followed a dramatic early morning raid in the quiet suburb of Randwick, where heavily armed police units stormed the Blackwoods' residence. Neighbors watched in shock as officers in tactical gear moved swiftly, securing the area and apprehending the suspects without incident. The breakthrough in the case came after investigators meticulously reviewed hours of CCTV footage, gathered crucial eyewitness accounts, and pieced together evidence from a partial license plate found at the scene. This combination of technology and community cooperation proved vital in narrowing down the list of suspects. Detectives worked tirelessly, following up on every lead and cross-referencing information, which ultimately led them to the Blackwoods. Their dedication and attention to detail were instrumental in making the arrests possible. Residents of the neighborhood described the Blackwoods as quiet, private, and largely reclusive. Many expressed disbelief, saying there had been no warning signs or indications of any violent tendencies within the family. The news has left the community shaken and searching for answers. As the investigation continues, the motive behind the alleged attack remains a mystery. Police are now delving deeper into the family's history, examining personal relationships, financial records, and any possible connections to the victims, hoping to uncover what may have driven the father and son to commit such a shocking act. The revelation that a father and son could be behind such a violent incident has left the nation stunned. Across the country, people are grappling with the news, searching for meaning and struggling to understand how an ordinary family could become the focus of such a high-profile investigation. Leaders across Australia condemned the violence, with the Prime Minister and NS Premier offering condolences and pledging support for victims. The Premier vowed Bondi's spirit would not be broken, promising resources for those affected and a review of gun laws. Police praised the bravery of first responders and the public's help in capturing the suspects. Officials stressed the need for unity and healing, while acknowledging urgent questions about community safety. The focus remains on supporting victims and ensuring justice is served. Bondi is grieving, its streets quiet and a growing memorial marking the community's loss. Locals have rallied, offering support, food and counseling to those affected. Vigils are planned and the investigation continues as the suspects face multiple murder charges. The road to recovery will be long, with emotional wounds far outlasting the physical scars. Yet amidst sorrow, Bondi's resilience shines as neighbors unite to heal. The suburb faces a changed future, determined not to let darkness define it.